Today, we find ourselves at a critical juncture in American politics where the influence of Marxist ideology seems to be pervading the halls of power. In both the House and the Senate, many elected officials appear to champion the principles of Karl Marx more fervently than the foundational ideals set forth by our nation's founders. This shift in focus raises alarming questions about the direction of our governance and the principles that underpin it. The prevalence of Marxist thought in our political discourse is not merely a coincidence. It is part of a larger coordinated ideological assault on American values. This assault challenges not just our political systems, but the cherished ideals of freedom, individualism, and self-governance that have been the hallmark of our republic since its inception. A growing number of officials seem more willing to advocate for centralized control and governmental overreach, dismissing the significance of personal liberties and individual rights. To understand this ideological shift, we must recognize the critique of tyranny abroad that often accompanies this rhetoric. Many of these politicians excuse the authoritarian measures taken by foreign regimes while simultaneously pushing for similar models of governance within our own borders. This hypocrisy is troubling, as it undermines the narrative of American exceptionalism and the idea that our nation should be a beacon of freedom in a world often fraught with oppression. Moreover, this trend of prioritizing Marxist ideas poses a significant risk to the spirit of democracy. Elected representatives should be held accountable to the values that define our nation, yet we see an alarming trend in some leaders who lean towards dictatorial solutions, believing that centralized control can solve complex societal issues. This undermines the very essence of how our democracy is designed to function, through debate, discussion, and respect for diverse viewpoints. As we look toward April 2025, it is vital for Americans to engage in this conversation surrounding the ideological landscape of our governance. It's imperative that we advocate for a return to the foundational principles laid out by the Founding Fathers, principles that emphasize liberty, personal responsibility, and a government that derives its power from the consent of the governed. Our future hinges on our ability to unite against this ideological threat and reaffirm our commitment to the ideals that make America truly exceptional.